years. It is our pleasure to inform you that you have been selected for an exchange program to Toronto University!
That's me. 6 months before I took a plane and left to the other side of the Atlantic with nothing else but my suitcase, a dream, and unforgettable memories ahead of me. I'd always been dreaming about living abroad for as long as I can remember. I've always felt like I was meant for something and somewhere else. And the only way I thought I could really find that out is by fully immersing myself in this other destination by living there. And exchange seemed like the perfect way for me to do that. So I set out on a quest to find a new place, a new destination. Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I'm gonna leave to like the other side of the world in like 3 days. 3 days. Just taking a plane and fucking off to Toronto. City I've never been. Country I've never been. It's crazy. Like, I'm excited, but I'm scared, dude. I'm so scared. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do there? And now I'm just sitting in a random parking lot, waiting for a friend. So I thought this might be a good moment. I have to manifest it though, like, I swear this is it. I've been stuck in the same place for too long, like I have to move on, and I really feel good about this, you know? I'm scared to go to Canada, but I don't have anything to really worry about. Like, I'm doing the thing that I've been dreaming about since fucking forever. In 3 days, oh my fucking god.
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
As ready as it can be.
I was born ready.
I was born ready. I'm Sarah Mone. I'm studying in TU Delft, but right now I'm doing architecture exchange semester in Toronto at TMU. For some reason, my head was like, no, it doesn't matter, it's not scary. But then, like, the day before I left, I was like, oh no, it's really happening. Like, for some reason, my mind was like, all the time I was like preparing, I was like, no, we'll get this, like, it doesn't matter. And then, like, 2 days before, I was like, oh my god, I'm really going, like, what the hell?
Being scared for exchange is a weird feeling. In my case, I had been dreaming about going on exchange forever, so it just felt so double to be scared of something and so excited of something at the same time. And besides that, the feeling of being scared to leave is something that for me, and I feel like others also, really only came up until the last second.
I'm Jana, I'm 27 from Stuttgart, Germany, and I study advertising and market communication back home. And yeah, here in Canada, I'm just part of the creative industries program at the creative school. That's what I'm doing. So, as I told you, I always dreamed about doing an exchange. When I got accepted, I was really lucky and grateful, but I was also a bit afraid. Of course, it's a different environment. You go to uni and you meet so many like-minded people, but I was also afraid that I could feel homesick again.
But then you also just think to yourself, it's normal to be scared because there's so many unknowns. What are my new roommates are gonna be like? Is it easy to get around the city? How big is the city actually even? Where do I get groceries? How do I get a phone subscription? But most of all, will I make any friends?
My name is Ilse van Proostijk. I'm an exchange student here in Toronto and I study in the Netherlands in Breda. I'm a second year creative business student at third year. Oh my god! Okay, I'm a third year creative business student at BUAS and now I'm doing an exchange semester here in Toronto. I really liked the first few weeks because we did a lot of things together and we were basically together every day experiencing the city together, and I really liked that because I didn't have to go out there and explore everything by myself, but we could do those things together and share those moments because we were all new.
The funny thing about all of it is that the thing you were so scared of right before getting in the plane just kind of cancels out as soon as you get off it, because you basically don't really have time anymore to be scared. Because as soon as you get off that plane, you know that that's when the clock starts ticking. From now on, I have 4 months here, and I better not waste any of it.
My name is Morgan. I'm 23 years old. And I'm from Dryden, Ontario, which is a very small town, like 2.5 hours from Toronto. So basically, it was like one of the first like orientation, like kickoff days, and there was like a bunch of activities going on, and I was like out for my school orientation already, like at school, and I actually wasn't gonna go to the there was a campus feud thing. It was like a little game for like anyone that wanted to join, so I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like kind of just tired and like actually really nervous and just kind of wanted to go home, but I was like, okay. And then I met Yuri.
My name is Yuri Porters. I'm 24 years old. Oh, that's really old. I live in Tilburg and I study normally at Breda University of Applied Sciences. In short, yeah. Once you're here, for me, as an example, after a week, like, it felt so normal. It felt so normal, and that's so weird to say because you know that a week before you went away, you're like, I'm going to a different country, I'm going to a different continent, I'm like all by myself right now, and then after a week, you're like, I'm chill.
One of the first days we were just walking around the city, all the high buildings, it just felt normal, like 1-2 days and you're like, okay, this is home now. So it's crazy how quick it goes, that it's so easy to live here.
1 or 2 days and it's like...
Yeah, you're like, okay, and now it's easy. And then everybody that comes to visit is like, oh my god, big buildings. And I'm like, hey, yeah, okay, sure.
So after a week or 2 of just kind of exploring things and meeting new people and just figuring shit out, you start to spend your money on experiences. When events come up, any event, basically everyone just says, fuck it.
One of the core memories, that's random, but I can still remember on the very first days at TMU that Yuri just said, oh Jana, you're cool, right? Wanna be part of the Toronto Babes WhatsApp group chat? And I was like, yes, sure. And I think I told you about that I was scared to not be able to find friends easily here because I had the experience that it could be hard living abroad when there are not that many like-minded people around you at the same age. I was like, yes, absolutely. And I just realized, okay, there are cool people around me. And then we met up for the karaoke night.
We were with so many new people and we were just all singing along to everything and nobody like felt ashamed or anything.
And everyone was just screaming there so loud.
It just felt really good being with that group of people and we had a lot of fun there.
And I just realized, okay, I can be on my own with these kind of people. And this was such a nice, heartwarming evening. I don't know, because I realized, okay, I don't have to panic. The people are so nice here and I will just have like a wonderful stay.
Funnily enough, it's in moments like those that the clock just stops. I was very aware that it was not going to last forever, but for some reason the clock just stops right there, right then. And right there, right then is when I knew. I looked around the room and I knew. Damn. I'm gonna love the shit out of all of these people for the rest of my life, aren't I? Everyone in that room on that Thursday evening in September was just so spontaneously in the same headspace that I just knew it was all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine.
I'm Willa Jaggi and I'm Storm's child of love. So it was a major confidence boost, just all of your company, and I don't know if, especially the time that you ran with me at the marathon. On the day of the marathon, October 20th, I was not even sure that any of you was gonna show up. I was like, I don't expect them to, but it would be really nice. And then I had my phone in my hand. I'm like trying to make a playlist or trying to make sure that everything is on, you know, like how I want it to be, how I need it to be. And I get this WhatsApp notification from you, Willa, where are you? Please, you better have your notifications on. And I'm like, you guys are coming. You guys are here. And it was like, I was crying. There were tears of joy, but I was like, I matter to them, really? So that was a really emotional moment. And then every 5 kilometers.
How you doing?
Where's my tequila shot?
Bro, I'm getting your tequila, okay? I'm getting your tequila. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How's the pace?
6 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'll meet you again at like 10K or whatever. I'm gonna try to get you tequila, okay?
Okay.
That's my mission.
Okay, I'm gonna get water.
Okay, cool. Get water, get water.
Seeing your face, I'd be like, I don't care if my legs are dead. And you know, like I told you, like I kind of dislocated my knee mid-running. The only thing that got me going was like, I have to see Storm. I have to see Storm at the 5 kilometer mark.
Let's go! Come on, Willa, you can do it! Come on! Who's the champion? Who's the champion? Come on, Willa! Almost there, you can see it! You can see it! Come on, Willa! Come on! Let's push it! Push it! Come on! Almost there! Almost there! Come on, Willa! Almost there! Come on! Let's go! It's right there! You can do it! Last sprint! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! On your own! On your own! On your own! Let's go! You did it! You did it!
I don't think I'm ever going to shut up about how this friend of mine did the last mile of the marathon with me. I don't think so. Like, that was so uplifting. Like, the next time we better have tequila shots.
It's memories like marathon day that just stick because you get to spend them together with people that by now you have already grown so fond of and are just awesome people to you by now. And getting to be there for them and being part of that experience is just so awesome. But I have found that although exchange is about the people, you also spend an awful lot of time on exchange alone. Not in a bad way, but with the question, what is the biggest thing you learned during your exchange? I figured out that I was not alone in that.
The biggest lesson that I took away from this experience, that it's okay to experience things on your own, and you don't always have to find a person for comfortability or for be ashamed that you're by yourself. But I think that doing stuff on your own is a big lesson that many people need to learn. You first, this is getting way ahead, but you first need to be okay with yourself and be by yourself before like letting someone else fill in always the gaps because you cannot be by yourself. Yeah. I think that's the biggest lesson I learned.
You learned how to be comfortable with yourself.
By eating by myself, when I'm going out to the cinema by myself, just to different experiences by myself, you don't always need to have a person with you.
I think so, yes. I think it made me more independent. It also, how do I word this? It gave me a lot of freedom to figure out what I want to do and how I like to do things and how I like to do things on my own and with different people. And it just gave me the ability to express that outside of my normal environment, and that's what I really like.
Being by yourself is okay, is really okay.
My name is Rianne. I am 22 years old. I'm studying here at TMU. Through my program in the Netherlands, journalism, I study here and I do psychology, sociology, philosophy and photography. I feel like when you do things on your own, you're more in the moment. Because, for example, I was looking at a sunset on my own and I was just focusing on the sunset, nothing else. I feel like if you're with other people, you're just talking or you're just busy with each other, but not with what's happening in the moment. And I feel like when you're on your own, you just appreciate what you're doing and you're not busy with anything else. And you're trying to be fine with the presence of yourself as well. And I feel like while being alone, you learn that.
Yeah, I'm a man now.
As everyone just kind of already expected, time flew by. Every week felt like the snap of a finger, and every month felt like you closed your eyes for 2 seconds. Until you started thinking about how many memories you were so lucky to have made that month. And simultaneously, you could feel something. You could feel yourself changing.
But I just feel different here because it feels like you start over, you start your life over, you build a new life here, so you get a chance to, well, not change yourself, but like improve yourself. So I think in that way, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue being like this when I get home, but I'll see how that goes. I think I'm more myself. I can be shy at sometimes, but I feel like here I can really be myself. I can say anything I want. I don't feel like I'm under pressure or something.
Most of the times I just didn't have time for it, like being creative or whatever. After like working, studying, working again on the same day, I was just like exhausted and tired, so I just went to bed. And here I kind of had more time to focus on what I really, really love. So of course it was hanging out with friends, but I also, kind of focused on my hobbies, and I got so much better at that. And I reflected myself a lot, so I was journaling, and it was so good for my mindset here. I focused on all the positive things in my life, and I realized last time that I was never that happy in my entire life before, I think. So it made me I would say a better, more reflected person, I would say.
Personally, I grew in lots of ways, but just like Yuri and Ilse, I just became more independent and more okay with doing things alone. I also grew more appreciative of what I have and of the people that I have around me. And I just kind of grew this mindset of do it now. Of whatever I do, if it's small or big, I just want to do it now, because I had been struggling with procrastination for so long, and with this mindset, that helped tons.
I hear what you said, it is very temporary, that you value all the nice things you do more because you're like, okay, it's gonna go away, so I need to enjoy it a lot. And also, I've noticed for myself, I need to focus also more on like the normal days here, that I need to value those more, because I'm just living from, oh, I'm gonna do this fun thing to I'm gonna do this fun thing, and then time goes by really quickly. So just enjoying like every moment, but also those special moments is really important to me.
And I just kind of got into this creative headspace that I had been lacking for a while, and that reminded me what matters to me the most, being creative. And being in that creative mindset, I guess I just also could think of doing creative things with other people.
Evening with our special cocktail. It is a Christmas punch, minus 5 ingredients.
Also, what I mentioned earlier, how many creative things we did. We built like ginger houses, we painted multiple times. And I feel like that's really good thing to relax during your study or during anything. It's just no pressure at all, just drawing or painting, and it feels like that really calmed me down. Yeah.
I love stories of all kinds.
So what do you think of the economical and political state of the earth right now?
Well, not very good, apparently.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Apparently, Justin Trudeau.
It's a conclusion.
Conclusion, go on exchange. It's fun.
Are you gonna be sad when we're leaving?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna like, act cool about it.
I'm cool.
It's fine. I'm gonna be sobbing, being like, honestly, guys, just go. I don't even like
You know what? Just leave me, okay?
No, I'll be pretty sad.
Yeah. Yana,
Yes, please.
so what do you think about me?
Nothing good.
Do your encouragement skit.
No.
Motivational song, star, like, supercharged, talented, outstanding, resourceful, mastermind, and so good at editing. Woo, 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 woo. I hope it's going good so far.
I've been listening to that for the past 3 days on loop, actually, yeah.
My house is fucking stable because I'm a fucking architecture student. I even brought my knife to kill everyone. So we have like a vagina person, but it could be a penis at the same time. Can you see that here?
No.
Not?
Oh, here, okay.
Just zoom in.
I'm zooming in.
Or zoom out, as Storm is always doing on Instagram. I'm like super motivational. T for
Bigger bowl.
transformational. O for
What are you saying?
Overall rating? Okay, wait, I have to rate that.
that's the best one. No! Mermaid.
This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Anthony, please.
Beautiful until the Sour Patch Kids came and ruined it.
Oh,
They
no.
attacked my gingerbread man.
No.
And
Oh
they're
no, you
eating
have a whole
him.
storyline. Oh no.
They ate half of his head already, but they're
Oh, wow.
still working on it.
Oh no.
ASMR. Hello, everybody. ASMR. That's the gingerbread house.
Now, certain things you can't avoid. After all, we were still on the other side of the world. So when I was conducting my interviews with everyone, one question seemed very logical to ask because everyone had been spending so much time away from home. And plus, we had been warned on our first day that it's super normal to feel homesick.
Did you experience any kind of like homesickness during your exchange or?
No.
No?
Honestly, it sounds rude. I don't miss them too much. Like I would stay here, honestly.
Not really this time.
No, actually no.
Of course, sometimes I miss hugging my mom and like teasing my dad, I don't know. Of course, but I wouldn't say I was really feeling homesick, no.
No, no homesickness at all. No. I also don't want to go back yet.
And then as you open your eyes again after one of those 2-second blinks, your time there is almost over. And even though you're still in Toronto, you start to think, why? Why was this experience so special? Why do I feel different? And what is it gonna be like to be this new version of myself in my old environment?
There was a Portuguese word called saudade, which means a constant feeling of longing. And I guess that's just what my life is gonna be, because this is my dream. I've always dreamt of going away and going on an adventure, but now that it's coming to an end, I'm longing, as I said, to hug my mom and to just do those ordinary things again that I didn't realize were so important. But I'm sure that as soon as I've had those things again, my heart will start longing for a new adventure, just like this one, where you meet awesome people that will always have a piece of your heart. So I guess that's a good way to explain what exchange does to you.
But it's also because it's not forever, maybe. It's just, you can do everything you want here, and it feels like you can just like do a lot of more things because you're not in a ritual. Like I'm at home, I just have my work, my school, and I do my daily things, and here I'm just doing something different every day, and I think that suits me more. Yeah.
You know it's gonna be temporary, you know I'm gonna be home again, so I just try to experience, like, have the most fun experience here.
I will not forget Toronto, but we also have to go on.
Of course, going somewhere new it's very nerve-wracking, and you're like, oh, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna make friends? Am I gonna meet people? Am I gonna be on my own? But just it's gonna be okay, and enjoy it.
This is kind of the best few months of my life currently, because it's just so much fun. I will like fall into a deep depression when I'm home.
Still do it, even if you do it scared, just do it, because it could change your life for the better. I feel like maybe you get homesickness, but you just meet so many new people and you have amazing experience you'll never forget, and I feel like you're missing out if you're not going.
The idea for this documentary came to me as I was starting to reflect on my exchange and wondered, why is it that exchange is so magical? Why do people come back different? Doing all of these interviews with the people that I have come to love so much, I realized it's the clock and it's the escape. It's the fact that exchange is such a complete reset of your life that forces you to figure everything out on your own without your usual support systems. So, you build
and choose a new one. And everyone that you know on your exchange, whether they're on exchange themselves or not, and that you have come to love so much, knows the same thing. The clock is ticking. We, as a group of people, will never be in this place, at this age, with these specific individuals, ever again. It's a fleeting feeling. So every second of every day, you make sure not to waste them, whether it's working on yourself, on your mental health, your knowledge, your ambitions, or making unforgettable memories with an awesome, diverse group of people. You are more present than ever before, bringing a sense of self-knowledge that, for most, is brand new. You realize that exchange is just like life. The beauty of it is that you can't live it again. It's that knowledge that lived in the back of my mind for so long, but after this experience slapped me in the face like a slapback. And that's the answer. So if this has still not convinced you to just do it, I only have one word left. One word describing the time we spent in that big, cold city with that big, ugly tower.
Peaceful.
No.
Wholesome.
Happiness.
Grateful. Special.
Lights will guide